I'm turning 28 this year, which means I'm only 10 years away from a midlife crisis. That's if I live till I'm 76, of course, which means I can now fully enjoy boomer shooters. After playing Doom Eternal and genuinely not liking it, which I know, it's sacrilegious to say, but I couldn't get into Doom Eternal no matter how hard I tried. The weapon swapping is something I just couldn't grasp. Having to swap weapons, input a combo like I'm in a fighting game, and all the while trying to maintain movement, resources, and airtime made the game too overwhelming for me. And with that experience in mind, I didn't have high hopes for Doom the Dark Ages. You see, I even played it before I started playing it on stream, and when I did play it before, I didn't even give it a chance at first. I felt it was too easy, boring, and most of all, empty for its price tag. But with the recent Steam Winter Sale, I decided to pick up the game and give it another shot. And boy, was I fucking wrong about this game. Doom the Dark Ages, I'll call it Doom TDA for short throughout the rest of the video, is the game I didn't know I needed or wanted. I've been struggling for months to find a good shooter, one that scratched this itch I had for a dark medieval FPS game with parry mechanics and was similar to or was a roguelike. Quite the specific game, but Doom TDA fits that almost perfectly. From satisfying combat that'll make you feel like you finally reached climax after a 10-hour gooning session. To the atmosphere mixed with story to portray the Doomslayer in the most badass way possible. Doom the Dark Ages is 100% worth your time and proves that AAA can still make good games. As I've already said, the combat in Doom is unmatched. From parrying consecutive attacks, going from enemy to enemy, finishing them off, and getting into the flow of utilizing all that you have, the combat rewards judgment and mechanics. This game allows you to trust yourself and learn if you fail, which is something most games don't do nowadays, and instead view you as a little grandma trying to cross the road that needs their hand held. Fuck, I need to get cannon! No! No, I do not want to use this life sigil. Holy shit. Now. Oh my goodness. This is a fight. Brother. Oh, he was the fucking empowered one. No wonder, bro. Holy shit. The world and atmosphere is great. It's not Stalker levels good, but that's also not this game's main attraction or focus. Doom TDA has found a nice middle ground between making you feel like you're in the game yourself, while also making sure you're having fun. Because that's the most important thing when it comes to a game. Fun. Combine the world with the exploration and you're in for a treat, especially since it's a nice in between some of the harder or bigger fights like in the mission named Siege Part 1. Let's go see what this first secret is. That's right, open sesame, bitch. Toy. Ooh, the Doomslayer toy. Oh yeah. That's fucking cool. There's also various mechanics added to the game that I personally really enjoy. For example, the morale leaders. I think this mini boss fight is cool. It adds variety to the game without directly changing anything besides how you utilize your judgment and the arena they've given to you. Something about focusing on various demons to reduce the morale leader's shield, if you will, is fun. From trying to decide to focus on the little guys or the big guys, to trying to survive all of these demons coming at you, the morale leader encounters are some of my favorite. On top of the fact you get to rip their heart out and crush it like it's nothing and get an upgrade is the icing and cherry on top. Fuck him up. This must be my ammo upgrade. Bye-bye, fat fuck. Hell yeah. And while this game has a lot going for it, there are some flaws, but what great game doesn't? Hell, even my favorite franchise, Gears of War, has some serious issues with hit registration.
How the fuck did he not die?
But if I had to choose something to complain about in Doom the Dark Ages, it would be the weapons. More specifically, the reinforcement of the various weapons. The variety is great, but the opportunity to use the variety is not. Or at least it's not evident. But right now you might be saying, you just said you didn't like the weapon switching in Eternal. And you're right. But we can have more weapon use variety without making it into a quick switch combo input. Anyways, I often found myself using the same 2 or 3 guns in a fight, sometimes 4 if I was feeling a little adventurous that fight. While the game does good at reinforcing the mechanics of the shield, I definitely think they could have done better at reinforcing the different guns you have at your disposal. Another thing that sat with me even after playing through the missions, the Atlan mech and dragon leave a lot to be desired for. Well, specifically their combat. I know this is their first iteration, but it feels like it's missing that extra the rest of the game has, you know? For example, in the Atlan, right-clicking on the mouse to do the heavy attack feels disruptive to me. All these fast punches and then a slow move, it just takes me out of it personally, and I end up spamming the button thinking that it's not detecting my input. As for the dragon, it definitely feels off-putting when you're flying around super fast and then suddenly stop. Doom goes from this bullet hell of a game to an active turn-based shooter, which I'm fine with personally, but it leaves a lot to be desired. And my last negative observation was the music. The main menu music slaps in my opinion, but there's not many times where I started to bang my head because the music was good. Most of it felt bland. Hopefully for the upcoming DLC, Finishing Move Incorporated, the company that did the game's music, can play it less safe and deliver something worthy of the setting of this game and what the Slayer does to the demons. While there is a lot more to talk about and most of it good, these are the things that I cared about most about and wanted to focus on in this video. All in all, Doom the Dark Ages is made for someone that's tired of live service slop offerings like we have in the market and is looking for a good FPS, multiplayer or not. This is a game you can easily sink hundreds of hours into while doing various challenges. 100%ing the game, Ultra Nightmare runs, Pandemonium runs, and challenging yourself to the various scenarios in the Repertorium, which I'm actively doing on stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 2 p.m. EST. It respects your time as a player, gives you an excellent FPS experience, and has tons for you to do. Like I said, Doom the Dark Ages was the game I didn't know I needed until I played it, and I believe it to be 100% worth the money if it's on sale. Thanks for watching, comment down below your thoughts, leave a like or a dislike, and subscribe. Peace.